Yo, what is going on guys, Flashverse here and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 8. Yes, that is right, we got a double upload today, but we got some extra news related to The Flash Season 8, this time confirming our main villain for graphic novel number 5. So I'll be reading over this article once again by Deadline, who have an exclusive about this, and I'll just break everything down. So obviously The Flash has recently started filming for its 8th season, which is very exciting, and we have seen some set photos, but they aren't really that interesting. They're just set photos of Iris walking around. But since The Flash Season 7 has ended, we have been getting some teases from showrunner Eric Wallace himself in regards to certain storylines we should be expecting for this season, whether it's a main villain teaser or character-centered storylines. We do already know that the season will be structured the same way as Season 7, so 2 graphic novels and 1 interlude. So in the case of The Flash Season 8, it will be graphic novel number 5, interlude part 2, and then graphic novel number 6. The amount of episodes this season will have is still unknown, but I'm guessing it will be either 20 episodes or a 22 episode full season. I am not entirely sure. I guess we'll have to wait for DC fandom to find out about that. Now, one special thing we know that is taking place is that the first 5 episodes will feature a special event, which is a Flash-centered storyline, and it's a crossover, and it's titled Armageddon, and essentially we will be seeing characters from across the Arrowverse appearing within these first 5 episodes, in which yesterday we got the synopsis for this event, but also we got the reveal of the characters who will be appearing in this 5-part event. Some of the characters we were already expecting to see, but the others were a shock. Like, I was not expecting to see, from the top of my head right now, I was not expecting to see the Atom come back. Mia Smoke is an interesting character to have as well. So yeah, I am excited for this crossover, especially after what we found out from it, in which if you guys want to check out my video about the crossover, it will be linked in the description down below. But literally just after I finished editing my crossover details breakdown video, we literally got another article revealed by Deadline, this time talking about the main villain for the season, or the first half of the season for this 5-part event. And yeah, I will be breaking everything down during this video. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so as I said, Deadline have this as an exclusive. So exclusive, BAFTA award winner Tony Curran has joined the cast of the CW's The Flash in the role of DESPERO. He is currently filming with the upcoming 8th season of the series. The character is described as a powerful and intelligent alien possessing incredible telepathic powers who left his home world, Kalanor. Under mysterious circumstances, now he is facing a deadly mission on Earth, one whose fate will decide the fate of humankind and put him on a collision course with Team Flash. So yeah, it turns out the main villain for this special event, aka graphic novel number 5, titled Armageddon, is going to be this villain named DESPERO. Now, for those who didn't know, this was a villain Eric Wallace wanted to use for The Flash Season 6. In fact, he wanted to use him for episode 1, I believe. But this villain, as you can see through pictures, which I'm probably showing on the screen right now, is very CGI heavy. And Season 6 Episode 1 was a very CGI heavy episode. Thus, Eric Wallace wasn't able to use him due to budgetary reasons. So for Episode 1, this is what resulted us into getting the Godspeed clone as a villain for that opening scene. But Eric Wallace has also said that this villain is a very scary fellow, and when he shows up, we might dip our toes into the world of horror and the supernatural. So when he was teasing this after Season 7 ended, he has been talking about DESPERO all along, so those Red Death theories are now debunked. Now for Armageddon 2001 in the comics, DESPERO was not the villain. The main villain was someone called Monarch, in which the show was never going to copy-paste what the comic was doing. They were always going to do their own version of the story, and clearly the main villain of The Flash's version of this storyline is DESPERO, and he is one of the many changes we will be getting for this storyline. So yeah, our heroes who will be appearing in this crossover will be facing off against DESPERO. The main question is, will he be there for episodes 1 all the way until episode 5? Because this would mean that episode 6 all the way up till episode 9 will not have a specific storyline as far as we know so far. So I'm assuming this, but it will be an interlude. It's going to be interlude part 2, and that makes 4 episodes of filler, because if episode 1 to 5 is graphic novel number 1, and then after the mid-season finale, which is probably going to be episode 9, unless they make episode 5 the mid-season finale, the back half of the season would start at like episode 10 and then 11 or whatever. So unless episode 5 is the mid-season finale, which I doubt it is, this would mean that episode 6 all the way up till episode 9 will be interlude part 2. I'm not entirely sure, I'm just saying this is just an assumption, so correct me if I'm wrong for those who have an idea, but I guess Eric Wallace will clarify that during DC Fandom. Obviously we do know that other villains will be appearing in this crossover as well. As we found out yesterday, Reverse Flash and Damien Darhk will also be appearing in this event, but once again, we don't exactly know if they'll be siding with the villains or will they be helping the heroes. Damien Darhk has already redeemed himself on Legends as far as I remember, but if time travel is involved, because currently Damien Darhk is dead, so if time travel is involved, in which this storyline does involve time travel, bringing in a past version of Damien Darhk, perhaps way back when he was part of the Legion of Doom with Eobard Thawne, would make him a villain. But in the case of Eobard, he is obviously a full-on villain, so I won't be too surprised if the villains make their own team against the heroes. So we have Damien Darhk, Reverse Flash, and DESPERO teaming up together, and they face off against what we have with the heroes. I guess that would raise the stakes a lot more, but also there is a possibility that we could have the heroes ending up teaming up with the villains due to how powerful DESPERO is said to be. Now, just a quick backstory in regards to who this villain is for those who don't know. DESPERO is the tyrant ruler of Kalanor who has fought the Justice League on numerous occasions. He is one of their first villains and has appeared repeatedly throughout their history. Though he first appeared as a pink-skinned alien genius who had a third eye that granted him hypnotic powers, he is now one of the most physically powerful villains the League has ever faced, while at the same time retaining all of his mental abilities. His newfound power comes from recreating himself in the flame of Pitar, which was the last remnant of the same nuclear energy responsible for creating his race. So this is very exciting due to how incredibly powerful he is. As I said, it just raises the stakes a lot more and shows why Barry is going to have to team up with other heroes to prevail with this fight. Obviously, we do have other storylines taking place for Season 8. We do know that Dion will be returning for Season 8, and he will be tied into Iris's time sickness storyline. From where Season 7 left off, we do know that Bart and Nora, as well as Jay, are still in present day. Well, Jay is anyways from Earth Prime, but Bart and Nora are still in present day. So I am interested to see how they will handle that. Will we have like a time jump or something where they're suddenly gone and then they'll just do what they did with Julian in Season 4, where they'll go, oh, Bart and Nora just went to the future and then Jay Garrick went back to Keystone City? Or will they still be part of this event? I don't know. Maybe we'll have them go back to the future, because with this massive cast as it already is with the other heroes, I don't know how they'll be able to squeeze everyone in. The only thing that worries me is to see how heavily CGI this villain is. And for those who don't know, the more seasons a TV show gets, the more the budget decreases. So I am kind of apprehensive with how they will try to get him to look, because there have been massive criticisms in regards to what the Flash CGI has been looking like recently. But I don't know, I'm not going to say anything before we actually end up seeing him in person or on the screen. So yeah, I'm not going to say anything just yet, but I would be lying if I said that I'm not worried. Now, this villain does have a lot of abilities, which once again highlights how powerful he is. He has abilities such as self-molecular control, super strength, super speed, regeneration, reality warping, astral projection, energy manipulation. He can heal himself, illusion casting, hypnosis, telekinesis. It's pretty much endless. There's a lot more abilities he has. So yeah, he is pretty damn OP, which once again, I'm going to say again, it's going to raise the stakes, which does get me very excited. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below if you guys are excited to see DESPERO as the main villain for the first half of the Flash season 8. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.